Hello, my darlings. Good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, ATL by Night. Chapter 7, Traitor to the Shadow. Let's meet our vampires.
Hi, my name is Leona Rohr, and I'll be playing Thomasina, Elena Cuesta.
Zachary Vaudo, playing Anton Krovopuskov.
Brittany Trambauer-Smith, playing Melisende.
My name is Tyler Sutherland, and I'm playing Aaron.
And I am Dustin Fletcher, and I'm playing Cyrus ibn Muhavara Beniaftab.
And I'm your storyteller, Ellie Collins. Now, let's sit back and relax, and let's tell a vampire story. When last we saw our coterie, they had explored the secrets of the Rossellini family manor, including the deep underground caverns. And they headed out to a Second Inquisition experimentation facility to rescue Aaron. And Aaron himself underwent some experiences that have changed him, no doubt. So, coterie. Specifically, when last we saw you, you all had witnessed Aaron getting an injection in his neck and being taken from the operating theater that he was in.
Can you remind me, Storyteller? He and I think, had the high rolls on
Yes.
on keeping our composure.
Yeah, well, I was looking like straight down, and
Okay.
she was at the other one.
So you saw, but he's the only person who actually saw it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found him.
All right.
He's...
Is he alive?
I think so. I cannot tell. He's down here. I'm whispering. He's down here.
I'm gonna lightly scramble to where he is,
Yeah.
to very quietly, and kind of move him out of the way so I can look down myself.
There are so many people down there. There are...
Yes, so looking down, you see an operating theater with roughly around 20 to 30 people watching, and Aaron on a table, asleep, being unbuckled and set onto a gurney.
Now I'm gonna push myself back.
I think they're about to move him. I do not know where.
Okay, well then, for a second, let's just try and be quiet and see if we can hear something.
Okay.
Storyteller, do we hear the wheels going any particular direction, or is it there?
You
like a
can
squeaky wheel,
see
or?
that they're heading out the double doors of the operating theater towards the hallway that you came from.
Okay.
Is there a does the vent go over the hallways and branch
Yes.
out in directions? All right.
That is a 2-story drop.
We can't go down
There
there.
are 30 people.
No.
All right. So the next thing that we need to do, we know that he's here. We know he's valuable to them still. All right. So do we go back to the lab and see if we can take care of the guys down there?
I don't think we can escape anywhere down. It's 2 stories from there too.
We need to see where he's going.
Okay.
We need to figure out what the fuck we're dealing with in here. There is still a Sondra that we had not accounted for. There are...
Can you hear more of the movement that they've got going?
I'm going to steady myself and kick on heightened senses again.
Okay, so you can hear the people who are in the operating theater just mulling about. A couple of them kind of sounding a bit disappointed that more didn't happen. In general, just like, that was boring. I thought they said they were further along than this. And
No specifying?
no specifying.
All right.
And the gurney has gone behind you guys down a hallway and stopped.
Really quickly, Storyteller.
Yes.
Would we have understood the darkness and encompassing to be Lestenbres? Would her and I have understood that, or would only
Yes.
he have? We would have all.
After
Yeah.
the Masquerade event, yeah.
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 That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
We just,
Okay.
we just don't know what caused it, just that
Right.
it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
This way, and I'm gonna crawl and I'll just like wedge myself like between them and just like crawl towards like the direction that I heard things go and stop.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow.
I don't know roughly where it is. I'm just gonna try to follow it.
I'll follow him as well.
So you do wind up in a segment with two kind of on either side of you throughout this segment. Curved down and smaller vents, not big enough for a person, but you can see cells, and you do see Aaron inside one of the cells.
He's here.
Would you like to look down the other vents?
I was about to say, he can't be the only person here. Let's check the other ones.
I'm gonna stay on Aaron's because I am doing my best to clandestinely visualize the locking mechanism on the door and how everything is kind of set up.
Okay.
What can I see from where we're at?
From where you're at, due to the angle of the vent, you can only see that Aaron is laying asleep in the corner of a round, sterile room.
So I couldn't see if it was like a big deadbolt or electron. Okay.
I'm gonna also go around to, or not, I'm gonna go around to the other rooms and see if I see anything.
So within each one, you see people. There are 8 cells in total. In the other ones, some of them look a little bit more worse for the wear than Aaron. A couple of them look new.
Do we recognize any of these people?
No.
Are they? And they're all kindred, presumably.
As far as you can tell, you have no idea whether they are human or kindred.
Okay. And all cells are full.
Yes.
And he is currently incapacitated, asleep.
Right.
But some of the rest of them are awake.
They're awake, they're either pacing their room or, still, the newer ones are still feebly looking for a way out that isn't the front door.
All right.
There's so many of them here.
I've got. Is it 8 that I'm seeing?
Yeah, 8 including Aaron. Yeah.
All right.
Mel, you're still looking at Aaron. Can you give me wits and awareness, please?
Sure.
I assume that they're all like us, but I don't know. Do they know about?
Storyteller, is it light, dark in each of the rooms?
Horrifically fluorescent bright.
Okay.
So I probably
In
dropped
every room.
I probably dropped heightened senses the moment that I got to Aaron's in the first place, because I would have heard.
Bestial failure and 1 success. So.
Bestial failure didn't count then.
Yeah,
failed.
you got a
Okay.
success.
Okay.
Um,
1 success.
So, as you're staring through this vent, something does catch your eye in the edge of the vent. A piece of fabric that's ripped but looped over the vent pieces. It's just a small shred, but it just looks like it got caught.
How are we supposed to help all of these people? We don't even know how to get Aaron out of here.
I don't know.
Well, it looks as though somebody has already tried to get through one of these vents.
I'm going to reach for it and pick it up. And I'm just gonna. Is there anything that you can get off of this?
I can try. Should I try or?
I don't know what you can try if you want. If you feel.
I mean, I do have this, and I'm going to brandish the hand mirror that I had in my
Yeah.
front vest pocket.
I don't need that for this. Okay, and I'll take it and I will try Spirit's Touch on it.
Okay.
So So 1 rouse check. I get hungrier.
Okay.
No.
Aaron, while we're waiting on this, if you could please give me a rouse check.
I'm at 4 hunger.
Okay.
Success. Do not
Okay.
get hungry.
Anton, there is a feeling inside of you burning and clawing within your chest, pulling. And something in you is quite determined.
Okay,
Jesus.
that's a good one. That's a good roll.
8 successes.
8 successes?
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, sorry. 8 successes, and they're critical successes. So that's getting me like a sort of like a psychic emotional sense of who it was, their identity, and then I can also go back further depending on the difficulty level.
okay. Her name was Caroline. She was a human, maybe. And she hung herself.
So I can tell like that I can tell that the material is like rope material, or it's just like fabric that's been taut to be a noose.
It's fabric that was tightly taut
Okay.
and eventually ripped down.
They didn't get out.
I'm gonna kind of back away from him because I can sense that there's something happening right now.
Was it someone that they just kept, or?
She was here, and she died here.
Okay.
She wasn't like us.
Did they kill her?
No. She took care of that herself.
Shit.
Can we see if Anton's bed has sheets?
Aaron's.
Aaron's bed?
I'm sorry, Aaron is what I meant.
Does anyone have a bed?
There is no bed.
There's no bed, so there's nothing that
There's
he
just
could...
the metal box.
The metal box was removed,
Oh, okay.
so he's in here just by himself.
Right.
See.
Do any of the other rooms have beds?
No.
Okay.
But in a couple of them, you can see some scrapes along the floor
Mm-hmm.
that you could discern that maybe there were beds here at one time.
Okay.
Cyrus, what are you currently doing?
So, as I've positioned and watched them come in through my scope, and as they've gone in and waiting for a few moments, I'm gonna come down. I am currently Unseen Passage and Silence of Death up.
Okay.
And I have Ghost in the Machine. So
Yes.
I'm going to, I want to move in, and I want to start heading towards the communications area.
Okay.
I want to start making my way back up. I'll go into the vents towards the front area, or towards where I know that I last saw that, towards the offices, I think.
Yes, it is towards the offices next door to Alejandro's room.
Yep. And I'm going to start making my way that way to start taking out their eyes.
Okay. All right. So you are able to get to that room, and looking in, there is one guard just sort of lazily watching the cameras, but also drinking coffee, having midnight snack.
Okay. I am going to position myself here to kind of, if I can get a vantage on the cameras, I would like to.
You can see them from here.
Okay, I'll use heightened senses too if I
Yep.
need to really zoom in on it. But I want to watch and see if as soon as I see any movement of them, because I know how stealthy they can be, I am going to immediately act and do something.
Okay.
So
All right. We'll hold on to that then.
All right.
So what are you all doing?
Can I roll a straight intelligence roll or intelligence awareness for my current state of mind? So that
What is the purpose?
if I'm too focused to tell them about my hunger.
Okay. Roll me actually a wits and composure.
Okay. Be really glad I took blood of potency before it came in, guys. that'd be all red dice, pretty much. 5 successes, and the criticals are not on the blood dice.
Okay. So you're able to hold it together.
Right.
The feeling inside of you is growing and persistent and angry, but you're able to hold it together.
Hold it together, like a sense of mind to be like aware of what's happening.
Yes.
Right.
Is there any way that you and I can... I don't know. We need to be able to get down at some point. Storyteller, is this still a 2-story drop from here?
Yes. Every room you've gone to, it would be about a 2-story drop.
Of course. You didn't happen to bring that rope, did you?
I didn't find any rope.
I thought you had... Oh.
Nope.
You just wanted some
There
rope.
was no rope.
Right. All right.
And I could not find anything to use to climb down. But,
We need to be able to get these doors open without busting them open.
we do, which means that we need to not be seen, which means we need to get a full account of where
Everything is.
everything is and what is going on in here.
All right.
There is a slight problem, though. I fear that there may not be much use if I do not eat soon.
Interesting. Do you need to wait here just to keep an eye on things while Mel and I try and get a better layout?
I could. I do not know if I will need to do anything that might.
I don't need
Make
you
things
creating
worse,
a
or-
scene if we do find one SI off their guard. Don't get me wrong, it's tempting. But Mel, how do you feel?
I don't really know what you and I can do, but
We just need to get a good idea of what the layout is.
I can keep it together. I just until I can find blood, I cannot do anything. I cannot use the things that are inside me, with rare exception. It all seems to stir it up, and
But you're still keeping it together.
so long as I control the things that I do, I will be fine.
Right.
But if you wish for me to do anything more in line with my skill set, I will
Right
need
now,
to
just
eat.
stay with us.
Where are you guys going?
So we're over the cells right now.
Yes.
Do we have to go back towards the operating theater, or is there a way to go from
You
the
are-
cells back to the armory?
You are capable of going back to that main line that goes towards the armory.
Okay.
And that air vent goes, when you look down it, you can see it probably goes the length of the building. So there is one main one that goes through the entire center of the building.
Okay. Do we just start heading through the main line and see what we can see?
I think this map is good, but it doesn't really give us the lay of the real land here.
We need to use what Cyrus gave us, and we need to see who is in every room that we can account for. If they're there, then we know where they are not, and we know where there are not people, and maybe we can make our move there. That puts us over the La Sombra next, unless we want to check in on reception.
I'm not sure how I feel about La Sombra.
It is the only way, unless we make circles.
All right, let's make it as quick as we can.
Be quiet. Do not engage. Just continue.
Okay. So as you guys go down, you slowly do start to hear some soft music. Perhaps a opera coming from a phonograph. And it's getting louder as you're getting closer to Alejandro Selenafondo's room. And then soon you are near the vent over his room.
I'm not sure if I want to look down.
I will. I'm just gonna take one for the team and eyeball as stealthily and as clandestinely as I can.
So looking down, you see a truly beautiful home setup. There is a wonderful Gothic architecture built into this room, gorgeous priceless rugs of black and red, a bed more plush than you've seen since France, portraits on the wall, beautiful curtains, a fireplace, and a gentleman sitting in a filigreed wingback chair, just swaying softly to the music. He has black hair pulled back, a very trimmed, neat black goatee, and a black on black suit.
Can I tell whether or not he is there as a prisoner?
If he's a prisoner, this is an unusually comfortable jail cell. And he doesn't seem too stressed about his situation.
Well, there's somebody in here, but I say we continue moving.
I'm just gonna motion forward.
Yes, I'm gonna glance over on the way past. Let's see what was in, who was in there, what was in there.
You see the same man, and he's just enjoying his music.
His face, or just that there's a man?
You can see his face.
Does he look like anybody that I might have run into or run away from in the past 20 years?
No,
Okay.
he is completely unfamiliar to you.
Okay.
Alright.
And same for me, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so we move forward towards, I guess, the
The armory?
suit up, gear up room.
The suit up, gear up room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in this room you do see a set of lockers. It's both sides of the wall are lined with lockers, top and bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's roughly about 50 lockers in here.
How tall are they?
Typical, similar to high school, two
Stacked.
short ones
No,
stacked.
you cannot climb on them, Thomasina. Jesus Christ.
They are
shorter
not
than 2 stories.
they are not near the vent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pull myself away from the Lestenbres and just follow them.
Well, all the neat stuff is still there, presumably. But I guess we're going to move on.
We have to account for possibly 50 people here.
How many? Do we see some folks in the suit up, gear up room? You said.
No one is currently suiting up.
Right.
And
Everyone here has probably been here for their shift.
Okay.
So no one's gearing up at this moment.
earlier when we were in the armory, did we notice anything missing from the wall? Or did it seem as though it was just fully stocked, as though nobody was currently geared up?
It's so overly stocked that if a few pieces were missing, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
we wouldn't know the inventory, even like just
Right.
so much
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I mean, if it was like
There were no
a
empty
pegboard
spots.
missing a spot,
Right,
is
right,
what I'm
right.
asking. Okay.
All right. Do we want to move forward towards the kitchen,
Do we move to the kitchen or do we move
to the cafe?
this way? And just I'll point down like the vent, I guess that's going over. What I'm assuming is the firing range and then some other rooms that aren't really marked.
They look like bathrooms.
Those are offices.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, so far we've already seen about 30 people in the operating room and one guy in a room and then 8 people in a cell.
And the people in the lab and people outside. I do not know if that is everybody that we can account for.
I'm not really sure where we're supposed to get inside. There's people everywhere.
Cyrus, you do hear them whispering through the air vents.
He's got hiding senses up.
You can hear that they are near you.
He's got hiding senses.
That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have,
Okay.
we have to find.
Aaron,
Somewhere.
you do start to come to. And as you're sitting there, and you sit up, your shadow on the ground below you is not quite what you would expect. You kind of get the idea that as those fluorescent lights are shining, you probably would have a straight down shadow. But your shadow has begun to sway left and right.
Should have stayed.
I want to test this out. It's too bright. Can I move it closer to me and feel a little less intense from the light?
You cannot.
Okay.
The shadow is not obeying any command at the moment,
All right, Peter Pan.
nor is it moving distinctly. It's just not staying still.
Can I feed it? Can I make it bigger?
That's going to require a rouse check.
I'm not going to test that. I'm going to kick on the ghost site, the Oblivion site,
Okay.
and see if I still see my friend, cellmate.
Yes, she is still hanging there.
I'm gonna kill him. And then turn out the lights. And then you can sleep.
She shakes her head slowly.
So he just can't. He's gotta stop. He's gotta stop. And I'll switch from Tilly radio to Anton FM and start singing some Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Specifically the Here You Come Again. And just keep looking at the door.
Are you singing this particularly loud?
Yeah, as loud enough as I usually do. I know they're still recording me.
Okay. You guys can hear faint echoes through the air vents of Aaron singing.
Kind of intermingling with whatever's on the phonograph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on heightened senses just to pick it up a bit more.
Yeah, you can hear him.
And I'll just lie back, still watching the shadow a little bit, and just trying to think out what just happened to me.
I'm gonna start melving along.
So I guess we're just gonna start moving towards
Towards the cafe.
the cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys get over the cafe, you do see kind of a smattering of people throughout the room eating. Kind of just... It's a similar cafe setup to what you would expect, like a mall food court, but much smaller. There's like a little coffee vendor, a pizza vendor, a sandwich vendor.
Sabaro.
Sabaro is everywhere.
Here's the Dippin' Dots.
Do we have a general idea of how many? Is it just like more than 50?
There's maybe 10.
Okay.
But there's a couple over here, a couple over there, and they're just talking about their daily lives, eating lunch, or what is lunch for them at midnight.
Storyteller, what are the demographics of the people that we've seen so far? I just realized we haven't asked or seen that.
So far, you have seen men, mostly in their late 20s, early 30s, and then a few, such as the doctors, were in their late 50s, early 60s.
Whole way through.
Whole way through.
We could probably assume that like the 3 people in the lab that were like head to toe scrubs were as well.
They all are, clean, crew cut, soldier looking types.
That'll make things difficult. This makes maybe 40.
Okay. Do we have any... so the SI office, are we thinking about security there?
Might as well.
We should, now that you mentioned that, we do not want a repeat of the Catherine situation.
I'm gonna whisper. Anton, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Guess what? Guess what?
I have eyes on surveillance. Get to Aaron. I will open the door. We must move now.
Guess what?
Hold. The vent is too small. Do we go to the hallway?
Yes.
follow me. And I'll just start like scrambling back down the hall, like trying to be quiet, but like I'm going quick.
And as he's going, I'm going to look back to Thomasina and be like, well, I guess his powers came back. I don't know. I'm just gonna...
All right. So you guys come down the airways and you see Cyrus in the vents.
Nope.
They-
I went.
Oh, that's
I went,
right, you're
I
unseen.
went towards.
We're going towards Aaron.
You went towards Aaron.
Okay.
Yep.
My apologies.
Yeah, so we don't know that yet. Still full on Scooby-Doo.
And as I leave, like at the same level, I just told him to come on. I'm just gonna say, open all of them if you can, and just go.
The vents?
Right now? Okay. And so, scramble.
Okay.
All right. Let's make some fucking noise.
That's not!
Sorry, I'm at 400, and I heard Aaron singing Dolly Parton.
Okay, well, and I mean,
It's go time.
you say go time, and I'm ready to go.
And
All right.
For the record, I don't sing well, so that's like 1 point of social damage. And mental damage.
All right.
So, Storyteller, I'm not good at handling weapons, but they're all stuffed in pockets. So while I'm doing this,
Yeah, I've got a gun
are they
in my butt.
staying there?
Yeah, they're staying.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I just want to know.
They're staying. So you guys make it back to the cells.
Okay.
In time, as you're getting a bit closer, you hear a young woman start shrieking and screaming, "No! No, let me go! Let me go! Don't do it again! No!" And she is drug out of her room, gagged, and the door shuts to her cell.
We're going to the hallway. Well, I'm leading them to the hallway between the cells, where I was told to go, to the nearest vent.
So seeing in those vents, there is one room that is now not occupied.
When I asked him, he made it seem like there was a vent that would lead in between the cells, so we could actually get down and
Yes.
get the door. Okay, but we can see down the other vent still.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, and I'm gonna start looking at the vent, seeing if there's a way to unscrew it with my knife, or if I just have to kick the fucking thing open.
With these, you would need their standard drop ceiling vents. You just need to hoist them straight up.
Okay. Come. I'll make sure there's not people.
There are people in 7 of them.
I mean, in
one
the
being here.
in the vent that we're going to be going into. You're
the
telling me
one
that
in the
we're going
hallway.
into. You're telling me we're going into the empty room, or we're going into the vents in the hallway.
Are you dropping it? I'm saying from the hallway vent, the only people are the ones in their cell.
Yes. Okay.
And so the only place that you're saying we can drop is the hallway vent.
Yes, because the other ones
That's
are too
where he
small.
told
We
us
don't see any guards.
Right.
No
that's-
guards in this hallway. The young woman has already been drug out.
Right.
Right.
that was
And
the
there's
confirmation.
okay.
And the vent in the hallway is a drop vent that we pull up.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. So it's good. We need to get ready to pull this up, and then we're going to lift this the moment that the door opens, and then we can get him.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna extend my hand to you and be like, "It's been nice knowing you, man.
How are we getting down?
Yes. Knowing you.
We're
Same to
just-
you.
You know, well,
We had a good run.
let's shake after this. It's a goal. It's a date. And I'm gonna let them go down first.
I'm ready to go for it now.
From where I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna say it at the same whisper level, and just hope that he hears me. Just go. Do we climb back up, or do we run?
Can I hear him, or are they too far away?
You
I'm
still
at
have
this-
heightened senses up?
I do.
You can hear him.
Okay. Then,
It's echoing enough through the air vent that you can hear him.
I am going to whisper. There is. As soon as you go south down the hall, take a right. Take a right. There's a receptionist. It'll lead out the front of the building.
What about the La Sombra? What about the doctor?
That's all you hear.
Yeah, you guys hear me just talking to the ear.
Yep.
Okay.
His power's definitely back. I say let's go.
Okay.
And I'm ready to kick the thing in. You're gonna have to stop me from kicking it. So I'm about ready to
It's a
full
pull,
on
not a push. It's a pull.
When the door opens.
And I would like to lift and drop down.
Into the
Behind-
security
Mhm.
room? All right. What are you doing in this security room?
As I fall, I'm going to pull my gun with a suppressor, and I'm going to shoot the guard in the head.
All right. I am not going to have you roll firearms.
he
You have the element of surprise.
did all those rolls when he was in the trees.
And so you very quickly drop down, level your gun, and blow a hole completely through the security guard's head. The security cameras in front of him, probably about 3, are now obscured by blood and brain matter.
Little ones.
But you can see the hallway to the cells. That one only has a few drops of blood on it.
Okay. I'm going to look to see if I can find the controls to open the cells, because I'm assuming that they're remote opened.
Yes, you do see the controls.
Okay.
They are in a grid pattern. The one that was opened is red. The rest of them are green.
All right. I am going to open... I'm going to open them.
All of them?
All of them except for the Lestenbres if I can figure it out. If I can't, then I open all of them.
It is a room... It's a set of room release door panels, so this will also open Alejandro's room.
Okay. Then I will open that.
Okay.
And I will click it, and as soon as I do, before I click it, I'm actually going to reach over and I'm going to rip a part of his bit of whatever's hanging off of the guard. I'm going to rip it off and I'm going to shove it in my mouth and eat it.
Okay.
As I begin to chew on his flesh, and I am hopefully going to sedate one of my hungers. But I'm going to completely. I'm going to open them and then I'm immediately out the door.
Okay.
And if I need to go stealth again, I will.
For the pound of flesh you have ripped off, you can reduce 1 hunger.
Okay, down to 2.
So I'm poised and ready to knock a hole in a wall.
And so for the rest of you, you hear a deafening silence that follows that you didn't realize beforehand meant that these doors had previously been armed with electricity. But the electricity is now off. And then latch noises come from all of the doors.
Go.
So I'm gonna just drop kick the crap out of this vent.
Okay?
Just because that's the way that's the way you make an entrance, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And so
I'm assuming there would be drywall and stuff falling at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah. The vent lands with a loud crash.
I'll kick off heightened distance and go, I said pull, and drop.
And with that crash, an alarm starts going off.
Yeah, I'm going to drop straight down.
Yeah, I will
and,
drop down
and
too.
run to Aaron's door.
There is
I'm
loud
going to.
blaring. And Aaron, your door flings wide open, and there is your coterie.
I'm in a balaclava because you can't tell who I am, but I'm there.
Lights, shoot the lights.
I'll,
Here, and I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So taking off my jacket, which is full of weapons, and I'm just gonna put it over him and be like, "Sorry, it's heavy. You can take the stuff out of it if you want." I still have a balaclava on, just
Okay.
not today. Just still on.
run, get him out now. Go.
All right, so I'm gonna
Shoving them out
grab him
the door.
by the shoulders and.
And what of the other doors?
I'm shoving them out of Aaron's door and pushing them towards the hall, and I'm going to go run and start pulling latches
Okay,
as
now-
I
Okay.
run down.
Wait, but where do we go now?
Shit. Out. Right. Reception door. Leave.
All right.
So I'm gonna run in the direction I think is the reception door, which is,
Yeah.
I guess, to the right of
So-
the
yeah,
cage.
off to the right.
Before you do that, it gets dark. Unreasonably dark. The lights in all of the cells blow out. And there's more to this darkness that you feel. There's a feeling. Not unlike the feeling that takes you when you fall asleep in the daytime. Cyrus, you are also
Yeah.
feeling this.
I'm heading towards his room.
Yeah. The lure of the abyss that normally lulls you to sleep is now physically tangible. And you can't see. In fact, trying to see is painful. Your eyes hurt, a headache is creeping in. You're pretty sure something about this shadow is holding you and pulling you.
Feel the wall. Go to the right. Go.
Can I see?
You
just
feel
fine?
yourself rise off the ground. and your limbs feel as if they are seconds from ripping off.
Can we speak?
Around your neck, you feel something holding loose enough to allow you to speak, but definitely tight enough to send a message. And then there's a voice, somehow all around you at once, moving through the shadow. You can't place where it's coming from, but it's coming from everywhere, and moving in ways around you that don't quite make sense. Bold of you, Kindred. Few would have lacked such self-preservation. You could live in luxury too, you know. If only you understood the position our kind is in. But I'll give you time to become educated before I make my decision. Ask me anything you wish.
Why are you helping them?
Survival.
I survived for 20 years without resorting to that.
We are on a losing side. I do not give a shit about the rest of the Kindred population. I care about myself. One by one, they will take you all down.
You would see that happen sooner rather than later.
I do my part, and I get to live in luxury and enjoy the rest of my days.
You call a room in a warehouse luxury?
I have everything I could ever want, and no need to hide or protect any masquerade. I have no need for these petty traditions. I do my part. A little bite here, a little blood there. And I get whatever I want.
It's like this. It's like the final nights never ended for you, isn't it?
I had no part in the final nights. I made my deal before then.
You speak of education.
Yes.
And as an educator, let me say, you seem to have learned little more than a leech.
You are young. I can sense it.
And yet we're old enough to know a dictator when we see one.
You are old enough to know nothing, but you could know more.
What would you have us know?
I would have you know the truth. That there is nothing more for us. These humans, this special breed, the experiments they were doing long before I ever came along. My choice was to die or to help. They have no need for a kindred that does not comply. I have known you were here from the second you set foot in this building. And Miss Educator, Miss Thomasina Elena Cuesta. You must know that you will lose. And you have only one choice. You may make the right choice, or you may continue to run and hide in the streets like rats.
You may have one choice, but we have many.
I can firmly tell you that I can choose whether that moment is now.
Melisende Lestenbres. Tell me, how is your nomination as prince sitting with you?
I expected to die tonight, so what does that tell you?
That can still be arranged.
Not until I get Aaron out.
Ah, Aaron Ulric. How are you feeling, boy? You can see just fine, can't you?
Yeah.
And Aaron, before you, you see a man in a black-on-black suit with slicked back black hair and a trimmed goatee standing directly in front of you. How does it feel? How does this power feel? You know, most people like you, they just die. It's too much for them. They are too weak. Or they are too weak of the mind, and they do anything they can to escape. But you have been a pleasant surprise. I think you can take far more.
I'm not going back in that room.
No, you only need to agree.
Why do you enjoy hurting people?
I don't. I enjoy living the way that I live.
We can make deals with you. We can provide for you. You do not need to hunt your own and betray your own kind.
Anton Krovopuskov. The war veteran that doesn't know the war is over. Tell me, how much do you suffer every day you think that the Sabbat still lurks around every corner? Tell me how much it eats at you. How much it drives your very ambition to folly. And you, Cyrus.
Let me know as soon as I can try to break free of this, because ever since he started monologuing, I'm...
I also have some things
Right now
happening.
you cannot.
Okay.
If you would like to attempt
I do.
a roll, go right ahead.
Then what I need to roll?
You will need to roll me strength and let's call it strength and brawl. Since I know
nope,
you.
I'm not going to be rolling for shit tonight.
Hey Mel, you handed me the mirror, right? Or did you just hold it up?
Nope, I put it back into my brawl.
Okay.
Can I just try to roll as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone who would like to try and break out can make the same roll.
What is it again? Sorry.
Strength and brawl.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll 2 dice on this.
7 successes.
7. Okay.
4.
4.
1.
Not a damn thing.
It's a 3.
3. You're able to struggle against it, but you're not able to break out.
Oh wait, sorry. I have that blood potency up. 6, but still, if you got
Still.
7.
Cannot.
Oh, right, blood potions.
Yeah, I got nothing.
And says Cyrus, you are probably the greatest disappointment of all. But that's not for me to tell you. You already know that. It is a pity. It would have been nice to have some company around here. I'm going to leave you to the soldiers. Maybe you need to see the full might of the Second Inquisition to understand. Goodbye, Kindred. We could have done such great things together. And in an instant, you are dropped to the ground, and the shadow is gone.
Do we still have our physical faculties after we're dropped?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to scramble back up and get him out to the
But
reception area.
each one of you needs to take a willpower damage.
Okay. No problemo. Oh no. Okay.
And you can hear footsteps running in your general direction, and the siren is blaring throughout the entire building.
Go now, and I'm gonna pull all of the handles as I run because I went down to the end to start pulling. I'm really just gonna start hitting them as I run towards the reception door.
Some of these people are asleep.
Gonna open them anywhere.
Okay.
And I'm going to... I've been running now, so I guess I would be nearish the reception area now.
Yes, you guys are
I'm
near the reception
In the
office.
door.
I'm behind her, and I realize that he's getting people out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just... Fuck it.
And I'm dragging Aaron as I go, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cyrus, what are you doing?
I'm going to head towards the soldiers,
Okay.
and I'm going to buy them time.
Okay. So you make your way to the soldiers who are flooding that area.
Yep.
They're coming from the general armory suit-up gear-up room.
Great.
and you encounter 6 soldiers with guns drawn.
Okay, before they even get around the corner, there's a grenade rolling down the hallway towards them.
Okay.
and then it's firing. I'm gonna do unerring aim as well.
Okay.
It is a rouse check.
So you do manage to blow up that room. I need you to give me a quick frenzy check for the fire that has become.
Can do that.
Hearing the gunfire, can I feel
Are you
the
out
gun
already?
in the jacket pull
Yes.
out?
Okay.
I am down to 5.
You can feel that there's guns in the jacket.
I'm gonna pull one out and
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in that fucking jacket. Okay.
Santa Claus.
Oh,
5 successes. You're good.
Are they like out the door already? Are we still in the same place?
You guys are getting into the receptionist room now, and
Okay.
there is a woman in there who has a gun drawn at all of you. Cyrus?
I'm shooting. I rouse check, unerring aim. I got hungry. I'm back up to 3 hunger.
Okay.
And I am just unloading on them.
Okay.
And going and am gonna be ready to start dodging weird
Yep.
bullets. I do have rapid reflexes, which allows me to dodge bullets.
Okay, and how does your rapid reflexes?
I will read it to you verbatim. I suffer no penalty to my defense pools for lack of cover against firearm attacks.
Okay, and how many shots does that work for at one time?
It does not say.
Okay.
It just says that I can observe incoming projectiles to the extent that I can attempt to dodge bullets without cover.
Okay. Well, I am going to give you a choice. 4 shots are going to hit you.
Okay.
You can choose up to 3 to dodge. I will not tell you which rounds are in each gun.
Okay. Fair. I'm not gonna pick anything. I dodged. We'll say the first 3.
Okay.
And then the 4th one gets me.
Okay.
But I am also firing. Let me know what I need to roll for any of that.
Since these are still human,
Mm-hmm.
but you did make an explosion, so there is fire and smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Make me 3 dexterity and firearms checks for the horde that is coming at you.
3 hunger. First one,
So many dice.
The maraca.
9 successes on the first one.
Mother
Okay.
of Christ.
His guns are my magic.
You managed to take out 2 in 1 hit.
Of course you do.
Second one is not as good. That is only 4 successes.
Okay. Miss.
Okay. And that one is a whole lot better. 11 successes.
You hit 3 of them. So 2 of them are coming through the smoke at you.
Okay.
All right.
You said there was a woman that has pulled a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a rouse check. I do not get hungry. I am biting my tongue, and I'm stepping forward, and I'm spraying her with scorpion touch blood. And I believe since if she is a human, there really isn't a resistance for her.
She is a human.
I would also like to activate a couple things too at the same time.
Okay.
8 successes. She is not doing
Motherfucker.
anything.
No.
Yeah, no. You managed to cover her face
Yeah.
in Scorpion's touch, and the
Jurassic
skin of her
Park.
face is burning.
Yep.
Mel?
I want to go ahead and activate lethal body,
Okay.
just in general. Prowess, which I need to roll for, and then prowess. So I guess
Okay.
I do not get hungrier. So if I were to attack her, which I don't need to now, but anybody I attack this scene now, I've got that
Okay.
that lethal body and prowess. So
Okay.
And we heard like explosion, gun,
Yep.
gun, gun.
And you guys hear explosions and lots of gunfire coming from behind you.
Cool. I'm gonna pull the gun out of her hand, and I'm just gonna like push kick her over the desk if she's in front of it.
Yes.
Reach into the jacket and pull the mirror out.
actually, you're gonna reach into my
Um,
bra.
I'll reach to the jacket. I'll reach to the jacket and go.
It's
Where,
not-
where's
Guns and knives.
Where is?
Oh, this. Here you go.
Shit. Fuck.
I'm gonna draw out my weapon as well, and then just kind of keep it out and...
The door is in front of you, but trucks have begun to pull up outside.
Go. We cannot wait. We have to go. We can't leave him.
All right. Well, I'm throwing the door open and heading
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
There are 2 trucks outside. Their front doors are opening. How fast are you getting out of here?
I mean, as fast as I can, but I have him with me, so.
I'm going to have on mechanically Shadow Cloak to help with
Okay.
stealth and intimidation.
Okay.
And
If the
I
shadow
guess I'll turn
will
on Dawn
behave.
too, but I don't think it's going to work on these guys.
Aaron, can you roll me 3 dice for that?
Alrighty. Just do 100 dice. It's a critical, a success, and a bestial failure.
Okay. So it takes some flickering.
Mhm.
The shadow doesn't quite obey your command, but it does eventually take over, and you get Shadow Cloak.
Nice.
Just him, or does it also, kind of leak over onto me too? Is it just me and my balaclava and my bare arms just like doing this to something that's not there? Like,
Well, as you guys
It's
are
a magic
running,
trick.
as you guys are running,
Yeah.
Well,
do any of you have uncanny dodge?
no.
Well, I've got Cat's Grace.
I don't, and I was also waffling on leaving Cyrus behind. So I probably did not start as quickly as they did. I'm probably still inside.
Okay. Well, the trucks are outside. You're running past them, and soldiers are getting out of the trucks. You hear guns leveled at you, and the gunfire begins. If everyone could please make me, we will call this, let's say,
Oh shoot! I rolled the wrong thing earlier. Oh well, it's done now.
let's call it, we'll say dexterity and brawl, just since you're trying to avoid.
The 3 of them, or do I have I'm still inside. Do I just duck back inside further, or do I have to roll this as well? Are they like, pointing at the building?
You are not outside, so this
Okay.
will not apply to you.
I got 1 success.
1.
0.
All right. All 3 of you get hit. Please
With?
take 1 point of superficial damage each.
I don't understand how that works.
Just mark 1 on damage. It's much easier to heal later on.
Okay.
What did I take from the round I got hit with?
Cyrus, you were hit with an incendiary round.
Yeah, fair.
Of course he was.
Blessed. You will take 3 points of aggravated
Got
damage.
it. Yep.
Fair.
Was I near enough to somebody that I could have attacked them physically?
No, not with running.
Motherfucker. God damn it.
Yeah, so all the gunfire happened outside. I'm inside. I was waffling. I'm instinctively duck back and just fuck. And with gun in one hand, mirror in the other, I'm gonna go back towards the sound of guns. See if I can get Cyrus out.
You do manage to see Cyrus down a hallway as he takes a hit.
Are you still standing?
I'm still standing.
All right.
Barely, but I'm standing.
Um,
And I look back and I see you and I just point. And I go, run, go!
I can see the other people.
Yes.
Are they like in front of him? Are they on wing? Are they on the side?
They're in front of him, a hallway.
1.
Okay.
There were 6. I took out 5. 1 guy left.
And more incoming.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get a visualization of the room. Is it literally like that, like Cyrus guy, or is
Yeah.
it like okay?
But there is fire and smoke between them.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand. I'm gonna put my hand like up against the wall, like just to brace it. And I'm gonna shoot bullets. Like I'm gonna shoot straight down it. See if I can at least get the guy like distracted enough, because it's just smoke and shit.
No.
No, I
He is-
can't do the shot, or
He is not distracted by
okay.
it.
Oh, I don't have to roll for it. Okay.
I am going to do something. Because when do I get to do something?
Oh, what?
Well, as you are running, there are 2 guards at the gate with guns drawn.
No, that's not needed because I'm still close enough to other people that I'm hoping this will work. So, everybody, say a little prayer. I'm going to tell you to run.
I'm gonna try and grab him and then,
To both of you to run,
yeah.
and I'm going to try to use Earth Shock.
Okay.
Oh, you,
Run fast.
This is full on. One success. Alright, all we need is one more, guys.
I guess it's just me.
Bestial fucking failure.
Yeah.
So I just go, wah! It doesn't do anything though.
It does cause a disruptance in the ground, a small tremor that does knock a few of the officers off their feet.
Okay, well then if I'm approaching these guards, then I'm gonna just tear their throats out with my hands.
Okay.
It's the best that I can. If I take
Yeah.
gunfire at this point, I don't give a shit, so.
I will say,
You just tell me what I take, because I'm assuming I'm gonna get hit with guns, so.
due to the shock of it, you're only going to take 2 hits, so 1 aggravated damage.
Okay.
That one's harder to heal.
So that's okay.
And are you running, Anton?
I've ducked back behind. I haven't run yet because there's gunfire that way. There's a guy left behind, and I'm at 4 hunger still, and I don't really know what to do. And part of me just wants to go run and eat the guy, but I'm wrestling.
They are focusing on the others in front of them if you wanted to make a break for it.
Outside.
Mm-hmm.
They're focusing on the others in front of them, as in I'm behind.
So
one of them?
as they ran out and started running towards the parking lot, their attention has turned from the front door. If you decide to go out that front door, you will just need to be very quick about it.
And then I would have to leave my friends being distractions. And that doesn't sit well with a conviction of mine. Come back to me.
I am yelling at Aaron to try and check the jacket for the keys, just keys at all.
Yep.
You do find a set of keys.
Right.
And I'm still tearing the people's throats out, so y'all are gonna have to get me off of them. Cause
okay.
Yeah,
I was just
I'm
gonna get him in the car and then
legitimately,
try and bring
like-
the car back. All right. Okay, hold on to these.
So I'm just tearing them apart limb from limb and just throwing viscera everywhere and just,
I'm going to try and get her off of them.
We're going to consider that if you'll give me strength and brawl to be able to pull Mel out of this frenzy.
Actually, that raises an interesting question for the scene. How many people were out there, and how many of them is she currently taking down?
She is currently on 2.
Out of?
4.
Okay.
the other 2 are down on the ground because I shook them.
Yep.
Gotcha.
2.
You're able to pull her off. It takes some effort.
I'm
some
just
yanking.
literally head to toe covered in blood now. Just ready to go for it.
I'm going to lay down some cover fire while Thomasina's helping out.
Okay. All right, Aaron, if you could roll me dexterity and firearms, please.
That is a cut. That's 2 successes.
Okay. You are able to hit one of the officers that Mel had knocked down.
Nice.
The other one is a little obscured due to the vehicle.
That's fine. And running.
Yeah, so you pull me out and I'm just following
Okay.
your command.
So the 3 of y'all are heading towards the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Anton?
Probably should go to him still, because
Okay.
I probably wouldn't inform what I wind up doing.
Towards me?
I said you should probably go first, because that'll wind up informing what I'm doing,
Yeah.
because I'm
So-
split.
Yeah. I would like to take out the last guy, if I can.
Okay.
I'll give you another.
Yeah. Give me another roll.
Of every single one of your freaking dice.
Just about.
Hey, in this case, the more the merrier.
That's the truth, bro.
Six successes.
6. You are able to hit him.
And my difficulty for these is 1, by the way, because of Unknown Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do take him out.
Okay. And I am going to go away from Anton to make him go away, because, and I say, go, I'm fine.
Can't leave you.
I'm trying to break sight from people. I'm trying to get where I break eye contact from anybody.
Shit.
Okay.
Right, so if he keeps going, I'll turn back. The one guy's been shot, and the other guy is still not facing me.
No, there was one guy that he shot.
Right. So one guy's shot, but there's one other person left. Then, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought there were more. Okay. Then.
I'm heading back towards the cells, and I am going to use Cat's Graces to parkour back into the rafters, and I would like to go invisible again. I want to go.
Where are you going?
To where?
I'm going back towards the cell hallway.
Yeah.
To where they knocked, and I want to go up in, and then as soon as I break that, I want to go Unseen Passage and Silence of Death.
Okay.
Here we go, rouse check.
And so there's one guy. He's bleeding on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So Anton, it gets dark for you again.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But the darkness swings past you, and you feel tightness around your limbs to look down to see shadow wrapped around your limbs as you are then forcibly pulled out of the building at breakneck speed through the front door and out into the night.
Okay, then I'll just. Is it just like throwing me, or is it literally like dragging the whole way?
Throwing.
All right, then I'll just tumble. Do I land way past the one dude? Do I?
When you come out, you see your friends are gone, and there is a guy knocked out, 2 horribly shredded, and 1 shot.
And one knocked out guy is bleeding, and I am at 4 hunger. Sorry, willpower roll. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna fucking just run in the direction that they went.
And as you're running, you see careening around the corner your Escalade.
Like, which way is it going? Towards me?
Towards the front gate, which would be towards you. Are you guys going to choose to hit the guards at the front gate?
No, I'm assuming I'm the one driving. So I'm just going to kind of pull onto the side and just kind of see first what's going on, and checking if he's actually coming our way before I actually do any more damage.
He is coming your way.
All right, is there a gate shut?
No, it's just one of those rolling fence gates.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just pulling up, and then if we want to try and pop open one of the doors.
Anybody coming? Anybody still coming?
Not out. They seem to be focused on whatever was occurring inside.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to be running at the vehicle. I don't know if they've seen me, and I have the mirror in my hand as a preparation.
If I see Anton, I'm going to kick open the door.
Yeah, I definitely am not in a place to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then if the door kicks open, I'm just going to throw myself in.
All right. And as you guys speed away, I think that is a wonderful time for us to take a break. So we will be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back. And so, Kindred, you have returned to your home. Cyrus, you have not. When you get home, the front door is open, and Hex's car is in the driveway.
I took my balaclava off in the vehicle. Mm-hmm. So all that was left on me was, of course, my clothing was covered, but so this area of my eyes is really bloody, and like everything down here is just all bloody. So I took it off, and I'm just kind of, sauntering in the door to like, is the power on?
The power is on, and Hex is in the living room on the phone. Just like, yeah, I know, I fucking saw! Holy shit!
I've been smelling that blood for an hour straight as we drove back.
And I'm just walking straight into a bathroom, like wherever the closest bathroom is.
Storyteller, did we see that we were followed by anyone at all?
You were not followed.
Ooh, weird. Okay.
Oh, they're probably distracted by the fire and grenades.
There's that.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna stumble in, just making sure that he's like coming in as well.
And I'm gonna go over to Hex and just say, like...
She's like, oh, hey! Oh, wow, you guys got back quick. Okay.
Click it up. Come on. Wait, I need your help.
Oh, okay, cool. And she puts away her phone and follows you.
Okay.
Where are you leading her?
Back to Anton, who's clearly starting to...
I'm literally just like examining his face at this point. You okay?
Hex, we're hungry.
Yeah, got you. Come on, yeah. Basement.
This looks really bad.
Let's go to the basement, come on.
And Hex rushes into the library.
You went into the basement.
Yeah, I got a shipment for you guys, so I figured that was the best place to put it.
All right.
Just stumbling, just falling in.
And she rushes down into the basement, and within one of the galleries of corpses is a newly installed drop freezer. And she just reaches in and starts passing out bags of blood.
Oh.
I did not follow them. I am in a bathroom currently just trying to wipe the blood off of me.
Okay. I'm passing the bags.
Shit. I'm going to drink one. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to drink another. And another. And it's not going to feel any better.
Hex stops.
Because I made that choice.
Hex stops after the third. What do you need? I will get it. What do you need?
I need possibly Harrison.
Is that the mousy kid?
It's my TA. He's my goal. He's the one who was supposed to bring my things.
Oh yeah, he came by earlier. There's some shit upstairs for you.
How much?
Where's he?
How much?
It's a box. It's kind of a big box.
A box?
He said he was coming back later, but like he had some errands that he had to run.
I need him. I don't have.
Okay, he gave me his card. I'll give him a call.
I guess
Do we need to put you?
I'm gonna start like
downstairs.
I'm gonna start eyeballing like everybody and just like. I will be okay.
Do we need to put you downstairs, Anton?
No, I'm not going to exert myself. I don't think I have anything here that I can eat. I have to wait.
I will lock you in a coffin until Harrison comes if I need to.
I am in control.
Okay.
Melisende is getting the blood off of her clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also showering too.
The bagged blood will not help. I cannot ask.
Cool, you just wasted 3.
You cannot
that
ask.
was hard to get.
I didn't know.
Aaron, how are you?
No.
Better. Thank you.
You sure you're better?
Yeah. It tastes great.
Okay.
We're just gonna sit.
This catacom's pretty sick, huh?
Curled up.
It's a lot. I mean, the house itself is huge, and it just keeps going.
You have no idea.
There's so many things.
Do you want to go down the fun slide?
No, I don't want to go down the fun slide.
That's not.
I need
that
to.
was fun.
I want
That's
to.
probably the safest place right now.
I need to. I'm in control, Hex. I promise.
Okay, honey.
Could I go see, not you, not right now, could I go see that box that Harrison dropped
yeah,
off?
sure. Y'all stay down here. Okay. Yeah, come with me.
And I'm going to be getting out of the shower and getting clothes on at this point, so.
I'm gonna look at Aaron's. I'm in control. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I cannot ask anybody here to. I cannot ask that. I'm just gonna curl up and just wait.
Okay.
Any other day.
I would not. No.
Okay.
Okay, so Hex leads you back up, Thomasina, and there is a box roughly about 3 feet wide, maybe like 10 inches deep, and it just looks like a box of junk to you, but it's a lot of junk, smaller things, candles, lighters, some ribbon, some bottles of things you don't really know, some creepy potion bottles, and then a couple books. So this is what he brought. He seemed really stressed and said he had to run some errands, and he left.
Hex, is there any place that you can take this box until we get him fed? The last thing we need is him giving it to something.
I can hide it in the attic.
Thank you.
Cool. What happened? Like I kind of know what happened, but I got it from Dot, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounded like a sick action movie.
I'd love to know how Dot knows. Lord knows how she knows anything.
Oh, we have access to all their cameras.
So I'm going to be coming down the stairs.
Interesting.
We got it because of Cyrus.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
We have Aaron. There were others. And there was,
Yeah, we sent a couple people to try and catch him in the woods if we can.
best of luck. I don't know how. That was one of the most surreal experiences I've had in...
You're like really old though. You've lived through war.
War is all the same, one to the next. There's really no difference. But when it comes to being picked up in the middle of nothing, to be able to see nothing and hear only one voice with a distant kind of recollection of any of the other people that you were just standing next to, let me tell you how far I've been running from that feeling all 200 and something years of my life. I want never to feel that oblivion again.
I'm going to come up behind Hex and just slap her on the back. And I have lethal body and prowess still, I think. So I don't think it does anything to Kindred.
Hex is going to take some superficial damage from it. Just,
hey, Hex.
Bell! Oh, thank
see
God.
You there.
You little spitfire.
Oh, you look like you're doing really well right now.
And I'm going to still be bleeding from the places where I got,
She's like, you good? Because apparently Anton is not. He's going to lie and say he's fine. He's not.
I guess I should probably eat. I don't know what's available, though.
I've got some bags downstairs.
I guess it would be better than nothing.
Yeah, I can arrange a little house party. Alpha's usually pretty good at those. I hate him too. He's good at them. He's good at acquiring some people.
Well, if you can acquire...
You might need to go to the Gangrel compound for a little party. But I can ask.
I can wait until the boys are fed.
Okay. You sure?
I'll need to.
Mel?
Storyteller.
Yes.
Since I'm learning the mechanics as we go.
Yeah.
I'm able to drink the blood. I don't like it, but it will still help with the aggravated and the damage.
You need like twice as much bag blood, I think, unless you have iron gullet.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would need to drink a considerable amount.
I see. Okay.
Since it's counter to your type.
You can't.
Can I just bandage myself up for now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hex, I will need to partake of whatever party we might be able to work with Alpha, and it might not be a bad idea for me to talk with him anyways.
Okay.
So
I'll go make a very uncomfortable phone call.
Great. And
is Aaron actually doing well? Like, he had that usual, like, Boy Scout smile, but, like, is he actually doing well?
No.
Okay. What'd they do to him?
We don't know.
Okay. I'll go call Alpha. This is gonna be gross.
I'll ask you. Hex, is there anywhere where I might find bandages in this home?
There's probably some in the medicine cabinet.
All right, so I'm gonna head that way.
And Storyteller, I know I got hit, but I don't know to what end.
Superficial.
One superficial.
Yeah, one superficial.
And we don't know
You'll
where.
be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
But my aggravated damage is still going to be bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll heal up in time.
Yeah.
And so, Cyrus.
Yep.
You managed to make your way out. Where are you heading?
On the way out, was there any of the other kindred that the cells opened
Yes.
along the way?
They had opened, Anton had opened all of the doors
Mm-hmm.
and got people awake and to get out. And so everyone did scramble to run out and out into the woods.
Perfect. I would like to find one of those.
Okay. You do see a young man, probably barely in his 20s, and he's running through the woods and he trips. And he's just sort of scrambling to sit behind a tree, keeping himself obscured by the tree from the facility, just...
And I would like to plunge a stake into his heart.
Okay. And he immediately goes into torpor.
And I would like to diablerize him as I eat his heart.
Very well.
And as I
And
do,
he
I just
is-
kind of look down. And
He is quite weak, so...
Good. I mean, that's fine. I need the sustenance. But that will get me all the way non-hungry. And I just look down and I say, because Cyrus knows what's happening. Your disgrace. As I say, not necessarily looking at him, but back towards the compound. As I will finish eating the rest of his heart and leaving him there, I'll make my way towards my truck, keeping my head on a swivel for anyone else who's coming through the woods or if I'm being followed. But I'm not gonna go.
With the sounds of panic running, you can easily avoid them.
Okay, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna hunt them all. I'm gonna take them all out.
Okay. 2 more of them.
And I want to make sure that these are all the ones that I saw before that were changed by the Lestenbres that I saw before.
So 3 of them
Yes.
are indeed kindred.
Yep.
The other 4.
I don't care about the humans.
Okay.
I leave the mortals alone.
Okay. The mortals.
But the kindred, 100%.
Or sorry, you killed 1, so now there are 2 more kindred
I
running.
want to hunt those 2.
Okay.
And I want to take them out and kill them as well. I will not diablerize those 2, as I'm
Okay.
not hungry anymore, but I will
Yeah.
100%.
So staking them does put them into torpor. How would you like to kill them?
I'm going to load an incendiary round into my... I'm going to load my clip with incendiary rounds, and I'm going to fire each of them at it to burn the bodies, basically.
Okay. And they do burn and desiccate in front of you.
Yep. And I will then make my way... Now I'll make my way towards my truck and head towards the
Okay.
compound.
Okay. So you arrive to the compound. Hex's car is there. There's an Escalade there. And everyone appears to already be inside.
I'm going to hobble my way up. I imagine with an incendiary round, I'm slightly crispy again.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it hit me?
In your right shoulder.
Okay. So I will favoring my right side, but use my left hand to open the door. I'm not being quiet as I come in.
All right. And so, ladies, you hear the front door open, and you hear someone entering.
At what point during our conversation with Hex does he enter? Are we already done?
She's already walked off to call Alpha.
Well, then I'll be just sitting on the couch at this point.
So you do hear someone enter.
I'm going to kind of go over to the wall and just put my back up to that. Whatever wall is closest to the doorway by the front door.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
stay sitting there because at this point I still don't care if I die. So.
And as I walk up, I just say, "You're extremely loud."
Son of a bitch.
And I'm like, arm kind of hanging limply down, like bottom of my mouth down to my beard, like in the dark black of the tactical vest is just drenched in blood. Is everyone safe?
We're not really sure about Aaron, but everybody
He's
is
here.
here
He's
and
good.
alive. Do you need bandages?
No,
Okay.
Do you need a seat?
I'll be fine.
Good.
Where's the rest of them?
Aaron and Anton are, I believe, in the basement, and you'll have seen Hex is here as well.
I need to inform Dot on what happened.
And
You should get updated. We should go where I can debrief you.
not here?
No. Everyone in the same room. I don't want to talk more than once.
All right. And I'm going to try and go find Hex while she's on the phone.
Are you sure you don't need something, Cyrus? There's plenty of things here.
I need rest.
Okay. Well,
All right.
we can arrange that.
So you find Hex, and you can see her on the phone just visibly uncomfortable, but like smiling to force her voice to sound like she's smiling. She's, yep, just, yep, you're prettiest. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to give her the...
I gotta go, but hey, if you figure something out, yep, let me know. Give me a call. Okay, bye. Oh, God, I fucking hate him.
Cyrus.
Oh, shit, he's back?
Yeah.
Basement.
We're down in the basement.
Okay.
This is probably going to be fun slide territory.
Okay, what we're going to do, we need to go to the front room first and get them.
Okay.
And, well...
You look like shit.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
And you can definitely tell that he is in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
But he's trying to keep the straight face, but he's definitely wincing. And
Like, yeah, buddy, sure, you're fine. We're going to go to the basement. You didn't get to find that when you were here, so this will be new and exciting, I guess.
I didn't know there was a basement.
Neither did we.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sick.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
And
I guess I'm
so, Sarah, she leads you into the library, places a skull onto a podium, clicks a door open, and you guys go inside, down into catacombs, up into galleries of corpses, and she gestures towards the empty one. She goes, you gotta lay down in there and then just push the button.
Were we down in like the basement? I thought we were still in the upstairs, like Aaron and I.
You guys, she walked.
Oh,
right
she walked
past
up
you.
to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Storyteller, where did I get shot for the aggravated damage?
yeah. You got shot in your leg.
Okay, so I'll be limping the whole way.
Well then, yeah. Sirius, you see that I'm still like, it's like curled up.
She's like, come on,
Not-
everybody,
not
in the
doing
slide.
well.
In the slide.
I'm going to go to the one that people aren't going to, and I'm going to push the button and go down that one.
Okay.
Quizzically look at it, but
Just look, dude, you get in, it sends you to a slide for like a secret vampire room.
There is no slide to distract or you fall.
It's not that much of a
Just
trap
hold
door.
your shoulder when you go.
I do whatever I need to do. He does whatever he's told, and he drops and
Do we need a roll for that again?
No,
Okay,
now
thank
that
God.
you guys are aware of it,
Okay.
and Cyrus has reflexes
yeah,
for
I
this.
will 100% land on my feet.
So you all slide down into the room,
Sure, yeah.
and you get
Ow,
to the
shit.
elevator. The elevator is big enough for all 5 of you if you squish together a little bit.
6 of us?
Well, Hex.
Hex does not want to go down.
Oh, okay.
She's clearly like staying back, like, all right, you kids have fun.
But-
You need to hear this.
Fuck. All right.
You can tell Dot. I don't know when I'll be able to get to her.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to get real close.
Yep.
Oh, I just had to talk to Alpha, and now this. Okay.
Need of your living
Ow!
space.
Watch my leg,
Sorry.
guys. Jesus. Ow.
And so everyone
Just-
gets in,
Just cross my arms and just like,
and Hex is just awkwardly kind of patting your shoulder because she's not quite sure how to provide comfort.
I'm just gonna bury my head against her.
She's like,
I'm like that.
why are all the guys like this? Okay. All right, and switch is hit, and you guys descend down, Cyrus, into a room with 15 open, empty coffins that are full of ash, a large filigreed Giovanni G on the wall, and an engraved marble throne at the end of the room. And hits with a thud. The floodlights
Fuck. Jesus
that you guys
Christ.
turned on last time are on again.
And the statues are still there?
Well, we passed those already.
Those were
Yeah,
Oh,
you
did
already
we? Okay,
passed
well,
it.
I'm sick and I'm hurting. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you knew that there were those times you could actually like walk past them.
Can I do that? Yeah, I guess I can.
We did.
Now that you're aware of them,
I can avoid it. Okay.
You can prepare yourself with enough time.
yeah.
Cyrus will kind of look around, look at the throne, kind of nod, like, this confirms my Giovanni suspicions. And
Hex gets out as quickly as she can and just goes and kind of sits on the edge of a coffin and goes, all right, spooky boy.
So, him or me?
I'm also going to find somewhere to post up because my leg hurts.
Cyrus will stand there, breathing very heavily. First things first. You were careless. Your dealer was Second Inquisition. He also works at your department as a police officer. I imagine we've all been made at this point. The Sombra somehow knew us all. He's also been embracing many mortals for them to experiment on. I killed 3 of them on my way out. They are no longer walking. As Scourge of Atlanta, it is my right and duty to do so.
I'm sorry, as what?
Scourge.
You have the title.
Apparently.
This is a nomination I can get on board with.
They are. They would have caused more damage than good and needed to be disposed of.
Agreed.
Agreed.
They just could not stay there.
Besides, I want his heart.
The Sombra.
Yes. He's old. Regardless, Second Inquisition is fully in Atlanta, more so than we thought before, as you can tell. Sorry.
Are you sure there's nothing we can do for you, Cyrus? Really? There's got to be something.
I'm full. I just got hit with something I haven't been hit with before. And it fucking hurts.
It looks like it.
Well, if we can get you to rest.
I will get rest, but I needed to update you all first.
Okay.
The Second Inquisition did not come for Melisende. They did not apparently come for you if they even knew you existed.
No. They made you at your
They did.
residence when you came upstairs. The call for a wellness check was a ruse to see who all was there.
Clearly.
Fuck the police.
I followed him from your deal to the compound and then followed him again to his position before I went back to infiltrate.
His position at that compound?
No. At the precinct that you work at. Aaron.
You never recognized him.
Oh.
Like I said, careless.
Now is not the time to be pointing fingers. But I think now is the time for all of us to extend our gratitude to you, Cyrus.
Undoubtedly.
We owe you our entire undead lives.
You don't
And
owe
we
me anything.
Atlanta owes you a great debt. This information is vital, and it will help us to maybe survive. But at this point, I'm more worried about you.
I'm fine. I just need a rest.
You're about as fine as I'm fine.
You got plenty of space here to rest.
I'll go home. But he looks at Hex. Make sure Dot is updated on this.
Will do.
And I'll get what I can from what I acquired from the surveillance room. And he'll pull out and hand her a flash drive.
Okay.
I don't know what I got, but I'm sure Dot can find out what.
Any little bit helps. Dot left you a gift upstairs.
Good.
You might need it after tonight.
Yeah.
There are coffins here.
I know. Second Inquisition weaponry. I use Second Inquisition weaponry. They are using things that I have never seen before. Even I didn't recognize. I want to find out what it is. And I will.
Sure is a great time for an election, guys.
Cyrus, there are coffins here. You can sleep. We do not need to further extend yourself.
You really don't.
He just kind of nods. You see, he wants to argue, but he is in. You can he's speaking through gritted teeth.
So I have to say we have a full-on it Losers Club moment, and we all help him into.
Pick one.
We'll sweep it out first.
How much time before sunrise?
At this point, you probably have about an hour.
Yeah.
I'll lay in when it's time.
We can all sleep here. Cyrus.
Have you all fed? You
No.
need to eat.
There's nothing here
If
for
you
me to eat.
There's no
go
time.
wake up.
Hex kind of leans in and goes, yeah, Alpha is gonna have, in his words, the prettiest southern bells you've ever heard of
Oh, those don't sound like my kind of meal.
at the Gangrel compound for consumption as needed.
We will not make it there in an hour.
No, but if you can make it through the night.
How hungry are you?
Well, and I'm just going to point to my currently still bleeding leg.
I'm trying not to look at it.
Yeah.
Very.
Pretty hungry.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. Anton, you can't go to sleep like this.
There's nothing here for me to eat.
We still
Then-
don't have any kind of word on Harrison, Hex?
Until food can get here, you should be staked.
Oh, God.
It is the only way.
I don't want to agree with him,
No, he's right.
but yeah.
I can't. I can't ask you, and if Harrison is not coming soon, if he can come tomorrow, then I will be
I
fine,
left
but
a message.
if he cannot come tomorrow, then I will be fine, but
Yeah. Yeah.
You all don't have to watch this.
I'm just going to push myself into the nearest coffin.
I'm going to turn away.
Cyrus will pull out his
I'm gonna
steak.
go over to Anton. I'm just gonna grab his hand really quick.
Not looking.
Cheers first. The Sombra got me out of the building. When I couldn't run, he threw me.
I'll find out why.
I need to know why.
I'll find out.
I'm just gonna tell Anton to look at me.
And I will plunge a stake into his heart.
Okay. As the stake enters, you go into torpor. The sweet silence of the abyss comforting you. Quelling the beast, if only for this time.
And I'll turn to Aaron. Have you found any information on what I seeked?
Yes, I got a name, a file. I passed it off to Anton so we could get more intel as well at the university. Just surface level stuff, a minor bruise here and there. But I can... the compound.
Yeah, I feel your contacts are scrubbed.
Did you get a name of who burned me?
Officer Stella.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't remember which one of the names it was. Yeah, Stella. I don't know the first name.
It's just good to know for later.
Works day shift. That's probably why you haven't seen him. That's what I found out before I left.
Still, the fact that there's no crossover.
Thank you again.
Don't thank me. Don't fuck up again. I did what needed to be done, as I would for each of you.
Likewise.
And I'm gonna kind of like half bow and kind of do this to him and be like, I'm glad that you're our scourge.
He just kind of sighs and doesn't say anything. And just kind of collapses into one of the coffins. As he does, he, as paranoid as he is, will draw his sidearm and just kind of keep it in his hands as he
goes to sleep.
Before I get into a coffin, I would like to approach Hex.
Okay.
That's okay. Hex, I have a little bit of a favor to ask of you.
Yeah.
And of course, I will return the favor.
Okay.
I understand that we are heretofore no longer ourselves, and I need to create a story, if it were.
If you can blow something up for you, I can blow.
Oh no, I don't need that. No. I think that would be. Great. I think that would even be a little too dramatic for CNN.
All right.
You can blow my place up. Lord knows I don't need it anymore.
Oh, that'll be fun. It's really expensive in there.
Let's put a pin on that.
You want me to get anything out?
No. Here, well, yes. So here's what I need you to do. Under the bed, there is a locked box, and inside of it there is a, what do you call it? One of those things with data on it, big one.
Yeah.
I had it prepared for such a circumstance like this. It's basically creating a story of my death.
Okay.
I trust you guys to get it into the right hands and circulate it on the right social medias, and
oh yeah, I'll make a big deal out of it if you want.
there's some good pictures in there. I spent a lot of money on having some stuff created, so I'm gonna let you guys just decide which one of them it is. But if you could just not let me know, that'd be great.
Yeah. No.
If you can make sure, and I cannot stress this enough, everyone would expect me to hold on to anything that I could. I'm a power-hungry maniac, and absolutely everyone knows that. Destroy everything.
Okay.
Everything. I don't care how sentimental it looks.
What about your boy, Philip? People are gonna wonder.
Yeah.
What he's gonna do with you gone.
Just make sure he's out.
Okay. I'll hire him for a dot.
Thank you.
Aaron, what'd they do to you?
They put me on a table and they pumped me full of blood. They never asked any questions. They never even gave me a chance to lie. It was just methodical. It was just procedure.
Why were they putting blood in you? I mean, Cyrus said they were experimenting by turning people, but you're already turned.
Yeah.
But into one thing.
They shocked me a few times. And each time it got darker and darker. It felt good.
Hex, he went very dark at one point when we were leaving.
Would this be a thing her and I will have experienced, Storyteller?
Not from Aaron. It's
I mean, like in
inconsistent.
general, like
Yes, you are.
that
you
kind
are
of
aware.
Lasombra power.
Yeah, you are aware that it is Lasombra power that came out of him.
Yeah.
Thank you again. I don't know why you came back. The last time we talked, I burned you all, and I was stupid. And I fought with Anton, and there was... This is gonna sound stupid. Did you put me in there?
Oh, honey.
Because it wouldn't be a non-kindred thing to do to just throw your problems at your other problems. And
Oh,
Kid, I
great.
know we're old and we've seen some things, and she might be a son of a bitch sometimes.
Oh, yeah. But you get this old by being exactly as stupid as you've been and then surviving. Stupidity is not a crime most of the time.
it's a good thing Cyrus is asleep.
It's generational for the most part.
I don't want to sleep in the coffin. Can I just sleep out and about? I'll stay on this floor, but I just don't want to go back in the box for a while.
I understand.
What about there? I'm going to point to the very elaborate filigree throne.
It is big enough to
That's
curl
my
up in.
chair. That is my chair.
But for one night.
You're going to be comfortable there.
No.
That's what I thought.
You can't even
My chair.
lounge on that.
The way you do it. There's plenty of planks and boards and family, it looks like. So if you don't mind taking Grandma off the shelf to put yourself there, then you might be all right.
I think tonight I'll be just fine.
All right.
I will follow him to whatever direction he goes and likewise desecrate some bodies to make a space to lay.
That would involve going back up. This room that you guys are in is only
no bodies.
coffins and
Okay.
platforms.
Okay.
You
Well,
could
then-
you could shove a coffin off of a platform if you just wanted to use the platform as a bed.
No, I'm just gonna find a spot of the ground. And
Okay.
just,
You can lay on the ground. There is the platform that the elevator landed on.
there we go.
Before they walk away, Cyrus actually is gonna sit up.
Ooh.
I don't know how to act around people. I have been alone my entire existence. It is all I've ever known. I do not know what my life was before I was embraced. I have only known how to hunt and kill. It is the only job I do. As I said, I did what was necessary tonight. And I would do it again, no matter what.
And I'm going to, as I'm walking with him to wherever we're going, just very quietly and kind of softly and kind of sillily say, "We love you too, Cyrus," and just kind of pat her to where we were going.
There is a knife embedded in the wall next to your head.
That's okay.
I'm going to take that knife just a little, I'll say, give it back to you tomorrow.
And,
Stick it in my boot.
Progress. It's not bullets. It's good.
This is good.
Yeah.
and he'll like just collapse, like too exhausted to.
Okay. And so as everyone goes to sleep, I think that is a wonderful place for us to end this week. Thank you all again so much for joining us. We will be seeing you next week for the finale of Season 2 of ATL by Night. Take care and stay safe. Good night.